Hello my dear students, welcome to SR ICSE English tutorial. Today I will continue with Macbeth Act 1 Scene 7. In the last video I have explained the first part, that is the soliloquy of Macbeth, where he was torn apart, he was in dilemma between his vaulting ambition and scruples to do or not to do. So we continue. Now enter Lady Macbeth. How now? What news? Macbeth is anxious. He says, what happened? Everything is okay? Lady Macbeth gives the news. He here is Duncan. He hath almost supped. His dinner is almost over. Why have you left the chamber? So Lady Macbeth almost, scolds Macbeth that why did you leave the dining hall so soon? The guest, that is the king, and his ministers or his attendants, they are still eating, so you should not have left the chamber like this. Macbeth, hath he asked for me? That means whether he was inquiring, where did I go? Lady Macbeth, no, you not, he has. Lady Macbeth says, no, you not, he has. That means don't you know that he will? He definitely has asked for you. Macbeth, we will proceed no further in this business. He is highly agitated and he takes a decision that we will not proceed in this matter, in this business, means regarding the planning of murder that they have done. And the reason he gives why not to proceed, the reason Macbeth gives is, he hath honoured me of late. Recently he has heaped a lot of honour on me, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, and the people of the kingdom has appreciated me, has praised me. Golden opinion means high opinion, great opinions from people. People are happy with me, which would be worn now in the newest gloss. So it is the opinions and the honors have been compared to new dress, that the dress is still, when the new dress that is glossy, that is shiny, so that should be worn, not to be kept aside so soon. So I should now enjoy, I should be in the good book of the people, I should be like enjoy the appreciations and the praises, which are like new clothes, that is shiny and glossy, not cast aside, not to give up all these good things so soon. Now Lady Macbeth, it's a very powerful speech of Lady Macbeth. You can say, she says, was the hope drunk? Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? So the hope, how the hope cannot be done, this is a metaphor used. The hope was shown in under the influence of liquor. That means when you said all this, that we will be doing this and doing that, when we did the planning, were you drunk? Wherein you dressed yourself with the crown mentally. Mentally you dressed yourself as a king. That means you were not in your senses, you were drunk, and under the influence of wine you have spoken all those things. Had it slept since, it here means the hope. Hath it slept since, and after that it was sleeping inside you and wakes it now to look so green and pale, and now it has woke up and looking so green and pale, looking covered. And what it did so freely, freely means cherished, and what it did so, and when you cherished the hope, how could you do so? From this time means right now, from right now such I account thy love, that means as your promises, as your decisions are not stable, are inconsistent, so is your love. So your love for me is also inconsistent. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valour? You are afraid to be of your own action and valour. Thou art in desire. So in desire means mentally you are so strong, but when you have to act out, when you have to have enough courage to perform the deed, then you are afraid. Art thou afraid? So you are like this. When you mentally plan it, when you are having the thing, when you are wishing for the thing, then you are very courageous. But the moment the time comes when you have to act out the deed, when you have to perform, then your valor and your bravery just goes out. Wouldst thou have that which thou esteem the ornament of life? So, wouldst thou have that? That means the crown. You want to have which thou estimate. Estimate means you consider the crown to be the ornament of life. Okay, to be the best achievement, and live like a coward in thine own esteem. So, you want to become the king, you want to get the crown, then how will you get the crown and live? And you will behave, if you behave like this, if you behave like a coward in your own judgment, in your own self, you will be a coward. Letting I dare not wait upon, letting not venture, saying, letting means saying, I dare not wait upon, I dare not wait about, I venture coward, I would like the poor cat in the adage. Adage means proverb. There the proverb goes like this, that the cat wants the fish but does not want to wet its paw. So, you are like the cat in the adage, that you want to get the crown, but at the same time you don't want to venture out, or don't want to do that or commit that or go to that extreme or commit the murder. So, you are just like the poor cat in the adage who wants the fish, but at the same time does not want to go to the water and wet its paw. Macbeth. Prithee, peace, I pray you, please be silent. I dare do all that may become a man. I dare do, yes, I can do all other things that may be fitting for a man. That will become a man is fit for a man to do. Who dares do more is none, is not considered to be human being. So, Macbeth here says that yes, I am ready to do everything, or I dare to do everything that is fitting for a man. Here man means a conscientious man. Who dares to do more, who exceeds the limit, who crosses the limit is none. Is none cannot be called a human being. Lady Macbeth. What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? Then what beast you were possessed? That beastly ghost or that beastly soul was inside you, that you got possessed, and then you you only disclosed that enterprise, that plan you have. Enterprise means plan. That plan you have to me, when you durst to do it, when you dare to do it, then you were a man, and at that time you had all the daring, you had all the bravery and courage, you were so bold. At that time you were a man, that time you were a conscientious man. And to be more than what you were means what you ventured, you would be so much more than a man. So, this line, and to be more than what you were, you would be so much more than more the man. So, at that time when you did the planning, when you told me, at that time what you were means you want to venture out, you wanted to accomplish, that planning or the murder, you would be more much more the man, then you were a befitting man, then it was okay. Nor time nor place did then adhere. So, the time and place, nothing was fitting at that time, nothing was in favor. Adhere means agree or in favor of us, and yet you would make both, and you were ready. You were ready for doing everything. You were ready to bring the time and the place in your favor. They have made themselves, so without any effort, without any our personal effort, you have tried, they here means place and time, both has come in favor of us. And their fitness, now fitness means it's a fitting time, it's a befitting time, it's a golden opportunity for us, does unmake you, and now you are getting frightened. So, when the time, place, nothing, just the planning was there, at that time you were so bold, so courageous, you did not think of any, your conscience did not prick, you did not think of any good or evil, and now when everything is in our hand, now the whole situation is in our hand, when time has given us this golden opportunity, and their fitness, it is everything is under control, does unmake you. Now you are stepping back, now you are getting frightened, you are getting afraid. Now she here means gives an instance of her own character. What is that? She says, I have given suck and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. Milks me means sucks me. As a mother, I know that it's a very tender feeling, the motherly soft feeling when your baby is sucking or when you're feeding your baby. I would, while it was smiling in my face, and have plucked my nipple from the boneless gum and dashed the brain out, had I so sworn as you have done to this. So Lady Macbeth gives here a tries to, and she's trying to encourage Macbeth that being a woman, if I had such a commitment, uh, where my baby was milking me or I was breastfeeding my baby, and at that point of time had I promised that I have to dash or kill my baby or dash the brain, its brain, definitely I would have plucked my nipple out of the baby's boneless gum and dashed the brain out. Being a mother, I could go to that extent, I could cross every limit of cruelty. Had I had I made such promise as you have done to this. It was your planning, it was your commitment, you wanted to do, you were eager, you were keen, and now you are stepping back. Macbeth. If we should fail, Macbeth is nervous about this. Now, this line, if we should fail, shows that Macbeth is losing his grip. Macbeth is, slowly and slowly losing that determination that we will not do. So, he is slowly giving up. That giving up is coming out. That is why he asked this question, if we should fail. That means half-heartedly he is ready. Now still here we see that there is a dilemma, that is why he asks this question. If we should fail, that means his half heart is ready, he is partially ready to commit the deed. Lady Macbeth, we fail, she says with it great conviction, we fail, but screw your courage to the sticking place. She says everything is under control, everything is in our favor. It's a golden opportunity. You just have to screw your courage, you have to strengthen your mind, you have to be bold to the sticking place, what you want to do. That's it. So she says, just screw up your courage to the sticking place, to the very root, to where what you have to do, and we will not fail. So what you need is just the courage. And then she says the plan. When Duncan is asleep, where to the rather, as long as shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him. So after a days, it has been a tough day, the battle and everything, and then a long journey from to reach Macbeth's house. So it has been a very hard day, and after that, when he will fall asleep, soundly invite him, the sleep will soundly invite him to its world. That means when Duncan will be deep in deep sleep, his two chamberlains, that is along with his two bodyguards, will eye with wine and wassail. So what will Lady Macbeth do after Duncan gets asleep? After he is in sound sleep, she will go, and the two chamberlains, are supposed to be awake because they are guarding Duncan. They are not supposed to sleep. So what will she do? She will with wine and wassail so convince, she will overpower, she will make the two bodyguards or two guards heavily drunk with wine and wassail. Wassail means liquor. That memory, that is the warder of the brain, warder means guard. She will make them drink so much, she will make them drink so hard that their memory memory will be a fume. Memory, that is the guard of the brain, memory is the thing that guards the brain, we remember everything, shall be a fume, it will just be a smoke. That means whatever is happening, she will make them drink so much that whatever is happening, that will not be in their memory, it will be smoke and it will go out of their memory. So nothing will they be able to remember, and the receipt of reason a limbic only, and all the reasoning power will become limbic, means paralyzed. With the help of alcohol, with the help of wine, she will make them drunk too much, and in that drunken state they won't be able to remember anything. If they see Macbeth or Lady Macbeth doing something, they won't be able to remember anything, they won't be able to produce anything as a witness in front of anyone. Their memory will get paralyzed with heavy drinking. When is swinish sleep? Swinish sleep compared to a pig. Their drenched nature because they are heavily drunk, lies as in a death. They will resemble as as there will be no movement. They will sleep as a dead man. They are as good as a dead man. What cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? So when the two chamberlains, when the two guards are heavily drunk and they will be off to sleep, then Duncan lies unguarded. Then what cannot you and I perform? We can do anything with Duncan, the unguarded Duncan. What not put upon his spongy officers, and then what not put upon? We can blame anything on the spongy officer. Spongy means drunken. Drunken officer, we can put the blame. Who shall bear the guilt of our great quell? And then they will be, great quell here means murder. Who shall bear the guilt? Guilt means the charge. So we can make, after Duncan falls asleep, Lady Macbeth plans to go and make the two guards drink too much. They will be so heavily drunk that they will fall off to sleep, and not even any tinge of memory will be there. So they will not be able to say anything to anyone. And then on this unguarded Duncan, after murder, then what they will do? They will put the blame of murder. They will be performing the murder, and after that they will put the blame on these two guards and of the great quell. Macbeth, bring forth men children only. So this line, bring forth men children only, shows that some resolution. He has got back his determination. For thy undaunted, means fearless, metal means nature, should compose, you are fit to become mother of male or sons, male children only. Nothing but males. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done it? So Macbeth further adds that after the Duncan, that means the bodyguards or the guards, they are having daggers. Their weapon, they are having some weapon, that is daggers, to protect Duncan. So Macbeth further adds the fine that we will bring their daggers, will commit the crime, and then it will be crystal clear that they have only done the deed, because Macbeth will be using, we will not be received, nobody will believe that when we have marked with blood those means after committing murder, he will make the dagger smeared with, he will smear the dagger with blood, and then the sleepy two of his own chamber, they are only sleeping in Duncan's chamber, and then use the very daggers that they have done it. So Macbeth further adds to the plan that he will be using their daggers, and then those daggers will be smeared with Duncan's blood, and hence blaming them will be as easy as anything, and nobody will disbelieve Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. Now the last part, Lady Macbeth, who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs and clamour roar upon his death? Lady Macbeth is saying, who will not believe us? Because we will not end there. Not only using the guard's dagger and besmearing with blood, we will not stop there. We shall make our griefs after the murder or the death will be discovered. We will grieve, will show our sorrow, will show our pain and clamor, will cry out, will shout loudly that we have lost such a great king upon his death. And after the death or the murder is discovered, then on Duncan's dead body we'll cry, you will shout, will scream when the dead body is discovered. Macbeth, I am settled. This is a very important line. Now there is no doubt. And bend up, bend up, bend up means I am steady, each corporal agent. Now there is nothing to shake. Corporal agent, all my physical organs, all my physical faculties, abilities, to this terrible fiat. Terrible fiat refers to this terrible venture, that is murder. Away and mock the time with fairest show. Mock the time. How can we mock the time? Mock the time means to mock the people around us. Okay, to deceive, to cheat the people. We have to do it in such a way. You go and prepare the stage, then I will perform. So, with fairest show, we have to show everyone that we are innocent, we are not guilty. False face must hide was false heart doth know. So, we have to put up a false face, false expression. Must hide. What we have to hide with that false face, with false expression? False heart doth know. Heart is having some deception. Heart is guilty. Heart is carrying all those bad intentions. But that should not be shown on, that should not come out through our face. So, here it's the end of whole Act 1. All the scenes I have explained you line by line. If you have any problem, even if the previous act, please let me know. Any line, any explanation, or if you want any question answer, please let me know in the comment box. I'll try to discuss those question answers. And if you think this explanation have helped you in any way, please share it with your friend, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.